What's up guys, this is the Rebar man, and in this tutorial I'm going to be demonstrating the reinforcements of one-way slab. Now before we get started, I would like to ask you guys to like this tutorial and subscribe if you are new, as I make Revit tutorials almost every week. I make multiple tutorials on structural projects, architectural projects, special projects, and MEP. Now without further ado, let's page into Revit. All right, so here we are in the structural template. So the first thing you're going to do is just set up our grids and select your grid, set up your vertical grid, then go to pick lines and offset it by 5000 millimeters. There you go. Escape, go back to grid line and set your horizontal grid line, pick lines, offset it by 5000 millimeters. There you go. Escape, and let me just center this right there. Now we are not going to reinforce our footings, our columns, our beams, so we're just going to select them and place them. Now you can just go to structure, make sure you're on level 2, then go to isolated to place your footings and place them on these grids like this. There you go. Escape, then you're going to select your column and select your concrete column 600 by 750 and place them on top of your footings. Now don't mind this message, then press escape, select one column, right click, go to select all instances, then visible in view, then go edit type and duplicate. Okay, now we're gonna change this 750 to 600 to make it a symmetrical column. Okay, there you go. Now we're gonna place our beam. Just go to beam and select your concrete beam 400 by 800. Now because this is a one-way slab, you're gonna place it on two sides only. Now you go center to center like this. There you go. Then escape, then control select these two. Now we're gonna edit their dimensions, so go to edit type, duplicate. Okay, now change this breadth from 400 to 600. Okay, then here we go. Now it's time to place our slab. Now still in structure, we're just gonna go to slab, then our structural foundation slab. Now we're gonna choose pick lines and place it on the outsides of these beams, and we're gonna select these columns like this. Then you're gonna go to trim and extend and connect these lines. There you go. Escape. Now we're gonna change the thickness of the slab, so just go to edit type, then duplicate. Okay, now go to structure, edit, and change this 150 to 300 millimeters. Then okay, then okay. Okay, so now it's time to reinforce this slab. So you're just gonna go to the south elevation, zoom in, and make sure your detail level is at fine, and make sure your visual style is at wireframe so you can see through these structural elements. Now before we're gonna reinforce our slab, we're just gonna set our cover. So just go to cover, then make sure it's at pick elements, so that our cover may take effect on the whole from slab. So you're just gonna select your slab, and as you can see, we are given these options, but I want to set my own cover of 25 millimeters, so I'm just gonna go to edit cover settings. Here we go, and add my own cover. Then I'm just gonna make it 25 millimeters. Then okay, Then I'm gonna select this cover and go to cover settings and set it at 25 millimeters and escape, and this is what we have. Okay, now it's time to reinforce this foundation. So just go to rebar. Okay, now the first thing is we're gonna set our bottom rebar. So you're just gonna select this shape, and you're just gonna make sure your placement plane is at far cover reference, and your placement orientation is at parallel to work plane. Now we're just gonna set it like this. There you go. Escape. Now you're gonna go to the 3D section, and it's fine at wireframe so you can see through. Now you're gonna select this bottom rebar and go to the layout, change it from single to maximum spacing, and change the spacing from 100 millimeters to 200 millimeters. There you go. Now you're gonna change the detail level to fine so you can see it more clearly, and select this rebar. Then go to view visibility. Then on this 3D row, you're just gonna check your view unobscured and view as solid. Then okay, this is what you have. Now we're gonna set our top rebars, and this is gonna be a different situation because when it comes to slabs, to counter for the negative bending moment, our top rebars have to bend in the middle. Now we're gonna go back to rebar, and we're gonna select the first rebar and place it like this. Now of course I want it to bend in the middle, as I said, for to counter for the negative bending moment. So we're just gonna select this rebar again, then go to the properties menu and scroll down and check this B is the length of this rebar. So I'm just gonna change it from this value and make it 2000 millimeters. There you go. Now still on this rebar, I'm just gonna go to edit sketch and select this line and place a vertical line going down like this. It's fine at 170, so I'm just gonna press escape. Now when it comes to this end, I'm just gonna make it an angle of 45 degrees like so. Then press escape, and as you can see, this black curvy line shows you how this rebar is gonna go out. It's gonna curve. So I'm just gonna press OK, and this is what you have. Now I'm gonna select this rebar, then go to the 3D section, and I'm just gonna change this layout from single to maximum spacing and change the spacing from 100 to 200 millimeters. There you go. And I'm gonna select this top rebar and go to the view visibility and check this view unobscured and view as solid and press OK. There you go. Now I'm gonna select this top rebar again, then go to level 2 and select our draw mirror axis and place it right in the middle and draw my mirror so it can be copied on the other side. Now I'm just gonna go back to the 3D section, select this copied top rebars and go to the view visibility and check it as view as solid. And here we go. Now as you can see, they intersect on these points, and we don't want that. It doesn't make any sense. So we're just gonna go back to the south elevation and pick this bottom rebar and adjust it right on this side. And we're gonna go to this side, select the bottom rebar, and we're gonna adjust it like this. Here we go. now go to the 3D section, and of course on the bottom we need another bottom rebars that run across these rebars we already placed. So we're just gonna go to the east elevation, then double click on the east, and make sure you change this visual style to wireframe so you can see through. And you're just gonna go to rebar again and scroll upwards and choose this third shape, and you're gonna place it like this, and make sure it doesn't touch the bottom, so it may not intersect with this rebars. So you can just place it like this, select it, go back to the 3D section, and change the layout from single to maximum spacing, and make sure the spacing is changed from 100 to 200 millimeters. There you go, and select it again. Select it again, then go to the view visibility, then check your view unobscured and view as solid, then press OK. And here we go. Now of course we want to separate these rebars because we can't see them clearly here, so we're just going to separate them by color, and we're just going to select these top rebars, control select, and you're going to right click, go to override graphics in view by element, then go to the background, change this pattern to solid fill, and the color you can just make it yellow. Apply, OK. There you go. Now the bottom rebars, you can just select this one first, and right click, override graphics in view by element, then go to the background, the pattern, change it to solid fill, then the color you can just make it red. OK, apply, OK. And the other bottom rebars, you can select it, then right click again, override graphics in view by element, change this to solid fill and make the color blue. OK, apply, OK. And here we go. As you can see, if we change the color, you can see whether they intersect or not on the 3D view. So this is just the basic reinforcement of a one-way slab. As you can see in the middle, it bends at 45 degrees, so it can counter for the negative bending moment. And as you can see, we have the bottom reinforcements, the top reinforcements, and that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you can like this tutorial, and I hope you can subscribe if you're new, and I will see you for the upcoming tutorials. Peace.